Why is Perth office space flourishing while the rest of Australia crumbles? While office space in the post-COVID world is struggling due to the new working from home culture, why has Perth's office vacancy rates actually tightened? In this video, we'll unpack what is bloody going on with the dark horse of the office space in Perth and what data like vacancy rates, consumer spending and exports is having behind the scenes. So simply stick around until the end of the video to see why Perth's economy is performing so well. Or even if you're simply looking to invest in Perth, smash the like button and stay tuned as we uncover the data behind Perth's performance. Now, if you follow my stuff on here, you'll hear me talking a lot about office vacancy rates and how they're through the roof. Generally, why are they even a good investment in the first place if vacancy rates are so high and you don't get that scarcity factor like you do with industrial retail where you don't own the land component? There are reports available to you online on the current market. So they're by CBRE, Knight Frank, Savills, just to name a couple. To provide a comprehensive analysis to the Perth's office space outlook for the year 2024, I'm going to be referring a lot to those mentioned reports from CBRE and Savills, etc. The information presented in this video will shed light on the extraordinary economic performance of Western Australia, particularly in contrast with the other regions. You can see from this CBRE report, it clearly shows the total vacancy stats around Australia, with Perth vacancy dropping down to 15.8%. The robust consumer spending has been further bolstered by a tight labour market, driving sustained economic performance in WA. The state's unemployment rate reached an astounding low of 3% in mid-2022, a level not seen since 2008. Although the unemployment rate experienced a slight increase to 3.4% subsequently, it remains relatively tight, making WA the state with the second lowest unemployment rate in all of Australia. The main driver to Perth is its strong consumer spending and exports. It becomes apparent that WA's economy has outperformed the national average with a staggering gross state product growth rate of 9.7% over the past 3 years, or 3.1% annually on average. This impressive growth can be attributed to a strong consumer spending, which has been the backbone of WA's economic strength. Retail sales in WA have soared by 1/3 over the past 3 years, achieving an average growth rate of 10% annually, the highest among all the states. All right, exports. Additionally, WA's remarkable economic growth has been significantly fueled by its thriving resource exports, particularly the areas liquefied natural gas and iron ore, with a notable demand coming from China. We all know this about WA. It's always the resource sector. That's the only reason people live there, work there, but we do know it's the backbone of Australia's economic resources. Notably, in 2021 to 2022, WA accounted for an impressive 59% of Australia's total exports and even more impressive 56% of Australia's LNG exports. As China reopens its economy and maintains its appetite for LNG and renewable energy, the demand for WA's exports is expected to remain robust. Even the premium grade office space segment has sustained demand, maintaining a relatively tight vacancy rate of 6.6% of January 2023, well below the 10-year average of 7.6% and significantly lower than the total CBD vacancy of 15.6%. However, as we look ahead to 2023 and 2024, we must consider the supply side dynamics. It is anticipated that around 97,800 square metres of new refurbished office space will be added to Perth's CBD office market. Notably, 3 new office developments are expected to be completed in 2023, contributing to 77,500 square metres of prime grade office space to the supply. Among these developments is the recently completed The Esplanade in Perth's Elizabeth Quay, which reached practical completion in Q1 2023 with Chevron as the anchor tenant. Among these developments is the recently completed The Esplanade in Perth's Elizabeth Quay, which reached practical completion in Q1 2023 with Chevron as the anchor tenant. While the current supply pipeline appears to be limited after the completion of the Esplanade, we must also acknowledge the potential development of Lot 4 Elizabeth Quay, which could add a further 70,000 square metres of office space, potentially impacting vacancy rates and occupier market conditions if completed. With the Reserve Bank of Australia raising the cash rate by 375 basis points over the last 12 meetings, the monetary policy has experienced its fastest tightening in a generation, This has dampened investor confidence, leading to a wait-and-see approach from most investors. As we look into the future, the Savills report predicts that WA's economy will continue to perform strongly, even as broader Australian economy may slow due to higher interest rates. WA's economic resilience will be supported by China's reopening and long-term tailwinds from the renewable energy sector, LNG, and demographic factors. Moreover, the state's focus on mining and engineering sectors, which are less reliant on reducing office space requirements, will help sustain demand for office space. The Savills report anticipates some upward pressure on vacancy in 2023, mainly due to the new supply of 97,800 square metres coming online. However, with the limited supply of pipeline work coming into completion after the Esplanade, vacancy rates are expected to recover from 2024 onwards. Nonetheless, the potential development of Lot 4 Elizabeth Quay could have an impact on vacancy rates and the occupier market conditions if completed. In conclusion, the Perth's office space market is currently experiencing a positive trend, driven by WA's robust economic performance, strong consumer spending, and sustained demand for the premium office space. The future outlook remains promising, with favourable demographic trends, strong economic growth, and continued demand of the office space furthermore than anticipated. The insights provided by these reports, which you can find online for free, will undoubtedly guide our decision making as we navigate the complexities and opportunities of the Perth office space market in the coming years and beyond. So, stay tuned for future updates on this critical issue and watch this video to continue your property investment financial literacy.